Hey, it's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics. This is our Search and Destroy Hardcore video series, and this is for Afghan defense. Keep in mind, this is not one continuous game. It is only meant to show you one or two possible pathways you can take of thousands available. The same pathway is shown to show you multiple scenarios that you may encounter when doing this strategy. My class setups for this one is the Mini Uzi with silencer, obviously one-man army, claymore, smoke grenades, cold-blooded, and ninja pro. Now you're going to notice I use one-man army a lot, and that's if I'm not really playing with a clan. I truly do try and act like a one-man army on this, and this allows me to lay multiple claymores like in Call of Duty 4, and also allows me to utilize other better weapons to upgrade once those claymores are down. And here's the other one-man army class that I have is a C4 army. You can see the names that I have on there. This is when I'm actually primary usually is claymores, and then if I have time I'll switch to a C4 to sort of fortify a bomb area. And yes, if you're wondering, you do not have to be on the C4 class. You can switch to another weapon class after this and still detonate the C4 by pressing either your X twice, or if you're using an Xbox, or your square button twice if you're on PS3. And my final class setup is the ACR bling hollow silencer, and then I use the M1014 grip, extended mags, claymore, smoke grenades. Obviously, I said bling, cold-blooded, and ninja pro. Kill streaks are set to UAV, care package, and predator missile. Just a word of caution, if the entire other team has cold-blooded on, check your mini-map first to see where your teammates are before you launch that predator missile so you don't end up, well, basically killing yourself because it's ricochet. Alright, we're going to do a B defense. Remember, I have one-man army on, so I'm setting up my defenses first, and then we're going to be watching A. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place this claymore across the stairs. That's an access point. Right there is a perfect spot for it. Quickly switch. I went the wrong way. Quickly switch to claymore. The next place we want to seal off is that side door. Before I move up, though, because of thermals and snipers, even though I have cold-blooded on, I throw that smoke. It's a great mask so that people don't, even if they are going to run through, it makes them a little more hesitant to do so. So once I've done, you see that I switched up to my ACR, my assault rifle, and now I'm going to be guarding A. And the rear of me is actually pretty secure, so I don't necessarily have to worry about that, and I can focus my attention on guarding A. B is pretty much secured. When you're looking at A, even though I'm turning around here, you're going to want to watch that far bunker, and you're noticing here that I'm actually checking that mini-map. This is something you need to get used to when you're playing hardcore. Even though you do not have a heads-up display the HUD, look at these fools, crazy. Alright, anyway, even though you don't have that heads-up display, when the enemy fires or something's going off, quickly press start and you'll get that little mini-map popping up, and it will show where the enemy is. So make sure you utilize that properly. Now I'm out here, we can see that the bomb is there. Again, you'll see me frequently hitting start. Maybe not the best place for me to be hitting start, but, you know, I'm going to hit it nonetheless to make sure that I know where my teammates are, to know where weak points are. So I don't, and there we go. We see the final guy coming up. When you see the bomb there's no need to go chasing after it. He has to come to you. Remember, on defense, they have to come to you. Just be patient. Alright, we're going to do another run to B. Same thing, like I said before, I'm going to show you multiple scenarios of going to the same area. The beauty of hardcore, actually, unless you're on the kill cam, you can actually maintain the same positions over and over again. It's not like normal core where once you've made a kill in a certain area, the kill cam will give your position away and it's compromised, basically. So again, I'm doing the same sort of scenario setup that I've done before. Claymore, switch up, get the smoke out, switch up again. And this time here, you're going to see me actually throw that C4 on it. First, before I go out there, because I have no idea if there's someone on the stairs or some sniper on the far side. So I'm going to wait for that smoke to get nice and thick. And then I'm going to throw my C4 on it and return back to the cave. It allows me to get in and out without them actually seeing it. And because I have cold-blooded, even if they have a thermal, they're not going to see me. So it's all about safety. It's about moving when you actually have time to move, or when it's safe to move, rather than just running out there. Don't ever assume that there's no one out there because you can't hear. Always assume there's someone looking. And one-man army allows me to utilize that sort of... oh, here, we got a predator missile. I'm looking. Right, so that was a bit of a waste. But again, if they have cold-blooded, you know what? It's best to throw it away than to just look for anything. If you're searching for anything and you hit one of your teammates, bye-bye, it's Ricochet. You're going to be taking a dirt nap. Here, again, it's pretty quiet. I know I've got claymores to the rear. I've got claymores to the front. I take the time to quickly look at that map by pressing start to see where my teammates are. Now, I know that the other guy died on the other side, so likely he's on the other side, on their spawn side. So I'm watching that. Right now I'm watching that far bunker. I'm looking to see if I can see any movement coming from there if they're going to try and flank or go through there. Stay still. Be patient when you're doing this sort of thing, but you're always having to listen. And I know I have a dude out there, a teammate or whatever on the outside there, so it's not always necessary. I think this guy's going to try to run for it. And then we're going to nab him. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to quickly show you this one. This is an A sort of defensive rush. You're not going to actually going right towards him. It's a rush to your defensive position. This is dangerous if the other team are a bunch of noob tubes. Now, you're noticing while I'm watching, I'm kind of watching the sky as well. That's to look for noob tubes, but usually it's too late anyway. First thing I'm going to do, which I did there, is I throw smoke. I could have probably thrown it back a little bit farther. It's going to either distract them or prevent them from seeing it. I'm going to run right up on that corner. Now, this doesn't work every single time, but it does work at least once while you're on defense. The next round, if you do get successful in one of these rounds, you can be sure that they're going to throw every noob tube and grenade at you, especially if you've killed some of them. Just make sure when you're in this position, you can take that engine that's sort of fallen off there as cover, but watch for snipers up the top, but stay focused to the right. Alright, we're going to do it again. We're going to show you again. Watch for those noob tubes coming in. They're horrible in hardcore. It turns a lot of people off. You just got to learn to avoid them. Same thing. Smoke. It's going to actually also help your teammates. Your teammates on the other side, because any snipers coming from here trying to get the jump on it, they're going to get smoked, and it's not going to help them out very much. Now, I don't always use all my packages, like when I get UAV and stuff like that right away, or even Predator missiles. I usually save them for offense, because offense is usually a lot harder to navigate through and be successful. I find defense incredibly easy. For more strategies and tactics on Modern Warfare 2, stay tuned to Machinima Respawn or visit NextGenTactics.com.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.